name is Kang, and I'm 8th grade in Ron Russell Middle School.
Hi, my name is Amo Reyes. I'm the Grow Your Own Pathway Advisor for the David Douglas School District.
My name is Center Secret. I'm in 6th grade, and I go to Ron Russell Middle School.
Hello, my name is Lodina Sama, and I'm in 8th grade, and I attend Ron Russell Middle School.
Hello, my name is Ethan. I'm in 7th grade and I'm in Ron Russell Middle School.
So, how connected do you all feel to staff and teachers at your school? Sinra? Okay. Ethan?
I feel pretty connected. I think that we should all respect each and every one of them. And yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Ethan. Anyone else like to add?
Yeah, I think I feel pretty connected to like most of the teachers and staff. Just having like deep conversations, or like, just yeah.
Thank you, Kang. Anyone else?
I feel connected to them, like I could depend on them. Like, if I need help with school stuff and so on, I could just go up to them and be like, oh, I need help on this and so on. So,
You feel comfortable approaching staff and teachers for help. Awesome. And you're good on this?
I guess I feel connected, but there's not like a lot of Black teachers that I can like talk to them about like racist incident stuff. And so if there was like more Black teachers or teachers of color that I can talk to, then I'd feel more connected.
Thank you for sharing that. You feel like you'd be more connected if there were more teachers that with experiences and who looked more like you, right? That's really powerful.
Yeah, I agree.
Can
Like,
you
if
agree
there's
with
like
that?
any more like Asian American teachers I could talk to with my experience. It's like, yeah.
So how many of y'all want to feel represented when you see your staff and teachers? All of us, me too. Thank y'all for that. And overall, how much do you feel like you belong at your school?
I feel like welcome because like every time like when we're outside, there's always a teacher outside to open the door for us and welcome us in.
Yeah, I think I feel pretty like belong to school. It's like I've been here since like 6th grade, since 2020 quarantine, all that, and just having a lot of friends too.
It feels good to have friends and support at your school, right? Awesome. Anyone else?
I feel like I belong at my school, but there's times where some people are just mean or just racist for no reason. And that makes me feel like I don't belong at my school and stuff.
I agree with that, because like sometimes they just be like, oh, you're Black, only Black people come in, only white people come in. Like, for example, when we're splitting into groups, just like what I see, when we're splitting into groups, they're like, oh, all Asians this side, all Black Americans this side, all whites this side. So like, it makes me feel comfortable, but it doesn't make me feel welcome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What would make you feel more welcome in that situation?
Like, if the teacher would like, split us into group randomly, instead of us splitting into groups all by ourselves.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. That's so important, what you just said. How confident are you that adults at your school can have honest conversations with each other about race? And how do you see that?
I personally do not see a lot of teachers talking about race, and are they talking about race? They should ask themselves that.
I'm also not very confident about that, because they don't talk about normally. They only talk about during expectations or when we're doing character strong. That's when they talk about it, because everybody's busy with schedules and they have to teach. So I'm not very confident about that.
Obviously, I think it does happen, but like less often. Because I don't really think they have time or need to talk about it yet or something.
I appreciate that. I feel like that. Do we all agree that staff and teachers need to be more comfortable to talk about race with one another?
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing with that. It's really important. How often do you think about what students of different races, ethnicities, or cultures experience?
I think
Thank you,
about
Sam.
it often because I have friends from like different backgrounds and stuff.
Thank you.
I often think about them because like when I watched I love watching dramas,
Yes.
TV all the time. And then like I've been watching a drama and then like one kid is being bullied because like her family's poor and then like they come from a different background. And I'm like, oh, what about those kids who are also experiencing this? Do they feel happy? Are they joyous? Or do they feel anxious about their school? I think about like how they feel as if I'm in their shoes. So I think of them very often.
Probably like other people think they're doing it in a good way, but I think their race like thinks like they're the person that is getting hurt thinks the race feels as bad.
It can hurt, right? When you're on that side.
Feels hurtful.
It's got me like more thinking like mostly like back in like 2020 where like full like George Floyd BLM stuff happened, where like got me thinking if it happened to like other races too, and like what discrimination is like going on in our world.
Do you all think it's important that your school is multicultural and that y'all respect one another?
Mhm.
Yeah.
How often do staff and faculty encourage you to think about race-related topics?
I don't really see that often. I don't really see it at all,
Ever?
ever. I don't see it. The teachers never encourage the students. They never do these little race talks and stuff about all the stuff that has happened. And yeah, they just never talk about race at all.
I think they only talk race like when we're doing history, like
Yeah.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
Malcolm X. Yeah.
So you talk about it when there's like an important holiday, but not
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
Did you want to add anything, Martina?
You already said what's about to
Oh,
say.
great. Okay.
I know at least like one of my teachers does it. Like she's yeah, that's about it though.
So let me ask, is this kind of like the most that y'all have talked about like race here at the school? Like here at this table today?
Yes.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. And how well does your school help students speak out against racism?
Like we do it rarely. Like just as like he said before, unless like there's an important holiday. So like last time, I think it was like last year or so, but like my advisory teacher shared that like they did a door contest and that like they were trying to like help stop bullying. And that's when I thought about they only like do that when it's like I say important. But like as they all said before, they don't do it very often unless it's like important, like creating posters and all of those.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Anyone else like to add?
I only get encouraged if like teachers, students, or staff ask me questions and stuff like about race. Yeah, and I obviously answer them sometimes. Or like if I don't really get it, I just say I don't know or something.
I mean, you're not like encouraging like every day, mostly like on like holidays or stuff. And like I don't know, like again, like the teacher for like the previous question, that she's very like strong on the Hispanic culture, as she is Hispanic herself. So yeah.
And I'm just curious, the last question, do you all have any recommendations for staff or faculty here? Nasima,
Well, it's not like a recommendation. It's just like the answer to the question.
got you.
But if there was something that happened, like something really racist, like just randomly just saying the N-word to somebody racist for no reason at all, I guess I would be able to like talk to a teacher, or like some teachers, like only some. A lot of teachers that I could talk to.
Do you wish it was all of them that you could go to?
Yes, I do.
That's what I'm hearing. Anyone else have any final thoughts or recommendations?
Like, you know, like a recommendation, but like maybe just to like include like more or like to step it up a bit, because I do like remember something like happened last year when I was a 7th grader. Where like it was like after school and there was like a kid, like I'm pretty sure that went to the school that was like yelling really racial stuff to like people, and we were like trying to get the security guard on him, but he really didn't do anything, and then nothing really happened to him.
I hear you. So what I'm hearing is that you'd like staff to take these issues more seriously when they're brought to light. I really appreciate that. Anyone else have any final words?
Yeah, the teachers and staff should start like doing some stuff and like noticing more when people are just saying racial slurs and like they're not doing anything, they're just like looking the other way.
It's time to not look the other way. I hear you.
Yeah, they should like start actually looking, seeing.
So I wanted to ask each one of you if you could please share a name of a staff member that you feel comfortable going to. Asinra, do you have someone to share?
So if something were to happen, like the only person I would actually like talk to would probably be the principal, Mr. Contreras, because he's really nice and he has this welcoming, smile and stuff. Yeah.
Sounds like he's welcoming to everyone, like he doesn't discriminate. I really appreciate that. And thank you for adding the why. So appreciate that, Asinra. So anyone else like to share who they feel safe with and why?
For me, I can, I'm okay with anyone that I talk to, but if I would pick staff teacher, or I would pick Principal Contreras, or probably a social studies teacher, because like they know everything. Like for a social studies teacher, they know everything about race, and like they can talk about it more often sometimes. And Principal Contreras, like he's a guy that you can talk to, and like he's like a principal that can protect the school. And, yeah.
Thank you, Ethan. Lardina?
If there was a teacher, I'd go to Miss Sullivan.
Miss Sullivan?
I just pronounce it like that for some reason. So the reason why is because like when I go to her classroom, I just talk whatever is on my mind. I just talk about nonsense movies I've watched, and she would just like sit there quietly listening, and then she'd even like give me some recommendations. And also Miss Castillo, she loves romance books just like I do. So I just go up to her and be like, "Oh, Miss Castillo, have you heard of this book? It's really good. You should read it." And she even talks about books she'd read, movies she'd watched, and so I feel very comfortable if I talk to them.
Okay,
Yeah, I actually have a few.
awesome. Let's go and let us know why.
Yeah, so my first one is Mr. Buddy. He's a social study teacher, my advisory, also like a basketball coach. And he's just honestly like a really chill and genuine dude, just talk about anything. And like, yeah, he's super chill. And then my second is Mr. Chauncey, the REAP, like he's the organizer for the REAP for RMS, Universal Middle School. And being, a person of color, he's really like strong of like developing like people in his program to become like leaders in the future. And then I have Mr. Zion. He's like when we usually like for ISS or like lunch detentions and stuff, and like when you go there, like he just like really wants to find like the purpose of like what you're doing and what you want to do in the future, and you can just have really just deep conversations with him.
Awesome. Thank y'all so much. And I really appreciate that y'all mentioned a couple names more than once. You share some people in common that you feel safe with. Well, thank you all so much. Y'all were so thoughtful today and vulnerable and authentic, and that's what's important. That's what's going to make y'all amazing leaders that you already are. So thank you all so much, okay? Have a great day.
I believe in equity.